Now, I would imagine that you've been in this place before. You have this grand idea or a goal that you want to set, and you get super excited about it. Oh, what if I did this? What if I did this? But then slowly you begin to talk yourself out of it, like, oh, I can't do that, or I wouldn't be able to do that. Or you bring it up to a friend and they are like, oh no, that's too much. And then you eventually just kind of let it fade out and never actually set a goal or create a plan to implement and actually make the action necessary to complete that goals. And if you're like me, that's happened more than once. and this can be bad because you lose confidence in your ability to create, to actually make progress towards your goals and take action in a meaningful direction. But once you are able to come to terms with this, recognize why you have a fear of setting goals, and be able to set goals more intentionally so that you actually will begin to achieve them, you begin to gain more confidence in yourself and your ability to create things and make things happen on this earth. And I think that can lead to more fulfillment, it can lead to more happiness, it can lead to more money, all these different things. And so let's get started. The reason that you're afraid to set goals to begin with is because you've failed in the past. If you set goals and then you fail, and set goals and you fail, and set goals and then you fail, then you fall into a state of learned helplessness where you just learn that you're not going to achieve a goal if you set it. So we need to first recognize this, recognize if there is a goal that you've set in the past. Think about it, write it down, and recognize why you didn't accomplish that goal. For some, it's going to be lack of commitment. For some, it's going to be lack of implementation and creating a plan, just not aligning your daily habits with the end goal. And for some, it's just going to be not having enough conviction or being specific enough in the goal setting to begin with, so that you don't have a clear picture in mind of when your goal is finished. But next, you need to realize that this is all in your control. A lot of people think that they just can't do things, or that, oh, I failed before, so I'll fail again. You need to cut that shit out, because you are capable of achieving your goals if you set your mind to something and if you take the steps necessary to accomplish it. And the first step is to recognize the mistakes that you made on your past goals that you failed at and learn from that. Don't look at it as a failure anymore. Don't look at it as a letdown or something that you should feel guilty or shameful about. Recognize it that failure is the first step towards learning and growth. Sucking at something is the first step to being kind of good at something. And so recognize that nobody's really taught us how to achieve our goals very well. We might learn it in school, but are you really committed to learning that stuff and applying it in your life? No. So you need to take a new perspective on this, and you need to learn how to achieve your goals. And that starts with being specific about your goals, but also intentional. Don't set such a lofty goal. The main thing that you need to do right now in order to get back your confidence and start achieving goals is to start with small wins. Now, this can be a small goal, maybe it's waking up and making your bed every morning. That is a small win that builds confidence and increases your ability and your self-belief when it comes to getting the bigger wins. The next big win, that's going to be drinking a tall glass of water every single morning. Make your bed, drink some water, and it's these small wins that you can just begin to compound. Maybe it's opening a book every single day for 7 days. And then once you stack these small wins, you begin to gain confidence in yourself. Say, okay, because I achieved that, I think that I might actually be able to set a more lofty goal and begin to work towards that and actually achieve it. So maybe that would be finishing a whole book, or maybe that would be starting a book club, or it could really be anything, guys. It's going to be different for each and every one of you. But the fact is, you need to start stacking these small wins, and you do that by being smart about your goals, setting specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and time measurable goals. By doing that, you know exactly when you want to achieve your goals you know exactly how it's going to look when you achieve your goals. So there's no room for uncertainty of oh, I kind of felt like I made progress this week, but you don't have a clear goal. It's either you achieve it or you don't when you use smart goals. And you also need to align your goals with your why and recognize why you want to achieve certain things. If you say want to squat 500 pounds, which is something I've said for a long time, is by the time I die, I will have squatted 500 pounds. But you need to have a why that's powerful enough. It can't be just because of your ego or something. Like for me, a lot of times it does come from the ego. Like, oh, I just want to like feel the strength that comes from squatting 500 pounds to be able to say I did it. But that's really not going to carry you through the tough workouts and the work necessary to get you to that goal. And so you need to dig deeper and find out why it really matters. And so for me, it's going to be to set a very high baseline for myself going into older age so that I will age more gracefully and I'll be able to attain a higher level of strength and maintain a higher level of strength once I start getting older, so that I'll be able to be there for myself, for my future wife, and for my future kids, so that I can be as healthy and as functional of a high functional human being as I can in this life. And so when you have that meaning and that why behind your actions, it gives you an extra bit of fuel, the jet fuel necessary to keep you going when times get tough, the thing that will get you out of bed when you don't really want to, the thing that will make you sit down and press record on this video right now when you really didn't feel like doing it to begin with. It all comes back to your why, guys. And so to wrap it up, you can have confidence in your ability to achieve your goals. You just need to reframe your past failures, start stacking small wins, and get in tune with your why. Set SMART goals: specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, time, relative, and know your why. It all comes back to that, guys. So if you want help with any of this, leave a comment down below. I can explain more concepts and more in depth. If you want to work with me personally, leave a comment down below. We can get in touch. I'd love to help you guys in any way that I can. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.